Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning everyone. Welcome to my presentation. First of all, I'd like to thank all of you for coming today here. Let me introduce myself first. My name is Rana Nur Azkiya, 3 semester and I'm from PBSD study program. I'm delighted to be here today to tell you about Indonesian food. This presentation consists of third section. First, I start by talking about the main courses. Then, I'll focus on the desserts and finally, I end with the snacks. So, let me begin this with a question. How many of you have ever tried all Indonesian food? I bet none of you have ever done that because our country has a wide variety of cuisines. It said that Indonesia has around 503,050 traditional recipes. Among those cuisines in this section, I'll be looking at some main courses. As we know, we Indonesians rarely have appetizer before eating the main dishes. We start our meal with main courses instead of appetizer. Some famous Indonesian main dishes are sate, nasi goreng, and rendang. Sate or satay is a meat suiker that is grilled over hot coals. It is served with a sauce and lontong or rice cake. There are numerous variations of sate in Indonesia. Some of them are sate Madura, sate Padang, sate Marangi, and etc. Indonesia is even known for having the rarest variation sate in the world. Next is nasi goreng or fried rice. Just like sate, there are also many variations of nasi goreng in our country. Common nasi goreng use ketchup or sweet soy sauce to spice it. Nasi goreng is traditionally a breakfast dish that uses leftover rice from the previous day's meal. In 2011, nasi goreng was number 2 for CNN's World 15 Most Delicious Food. The last Indonesia course dish I'd like to talk about today is rendang. Rendang is an original dish from Padang, Indonesia. Rendang is a beef that is braised in coconut milk and spices for hours. The slow cooking method, the one that makes rendang so tender and rich with spices. Its tenderness and richness in flavor made rendang to be crowded as the number 1 dish on CNN 2011 World's 15 Most Delicious Food. Now, let's move on the next section, which is about Indonesian dessert. The same as the main course, Indonesia desserts are also varied. I focus on 2 popular desserts, which are martabak manis and cendol. Let's talk about martabak manis first. Martabak manis or sweet martabak is bread-like pancake. There are numerous toppings of martabak manis, but the most popular ones are sugar, chocolate sprinkle, cheese, and crushed peanuts. Martabak manis is served cold and cut to small squares that make the toppings getting inside the martabak manis instead of on the top. The second dessert is cendol. Cendol is made out of green rice flour, warm like jelly, creamy coconut milk, shaved ice, and palm sugar syrup. We can also add jackfruit, durian, red beans as additional topping of cendol. Cendol is served best in summer or when the weather is really hot along with snacks. This leads us to the next section, which is about Indonesian snacks. When we're talking about Indonesian food, it isn't complete if you don't mention Indonesian snack. In this presentation, I'd like to talk about Indonesia's most popular snack, gorengan. I believe most Indonesians have tried gorengan. gorengan or variety is various kinds of ingredients battered and deep fried. Gorengan is commonly sold by t-shirt vendor or traveling carts. There are numerous types of gorengan such as banana fritter, bakwan, cireng, cassava fried, and etc. So, that's all I wanted to say about Indonesian food. In conclusion, not only our country is rich in culture, but also cuisines. In this presentation, I only mentioned a few Indonesian food, but in reality, we have thousands of kinds of cuisines. That's all. Thank you for your attention. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.